you sell high-ticket programs, mentoring, or consultations online, I want to show you three main things in this video. I want to show you, number one, how you can automate your current business model so you can stop relying so much on yourself and you start relying on very powerful systems to bring in consistent high-ticket sales to your business. Second, I want to show you how you can transform your delivery into something very streamlined so you can stop using so much of your time to fulfill the delivery for your clients. And thirdly, I want to show you how you can make this a reality for yourself without burning out to produce content on social media, without sending cold DMs, without using complex funnels that never end, without writing thousands of emails, without experiencing the roller coaster income every single month. So before we get started, I want to show you a couple of case studies from our company and how we were able to help those clients to automate their business and make their business run on autopilot, selling high tickets every day. First, we have Brian is the owner of X28 as well as his personal brand, and he worked for 8 years selling low ticket offers through complex funnels using ebooks, lead magnets, quizzes, a lot of social media content and production, and having a huge team to manage all the time. Brian was already making 7 figures, but he wanted something that could bring in high ticket sales every day as well as to create predictability in his business. In the first 4 months working with us, we made 1.2 million for his business, and we also created an offer of $20,000 for a mastermind.
I don't want to think about any new ways of doing anything. I don't want to, and she really won me over with just her consistency, her drive, her effort, her love for her clients. For me, she's been like, just more like a coach, but someone like man on your side. You always feel confident in growing your business. So I would say thank you, Manu, just for being part of, my growth and my business, my growth as a person in general, and expanding my mindset on what is possible. And I hope you guys understand that she's coming with the straight, authentic, real that can help you grow your business.
We also have Trapper. Trapper was an entrepreneur who had already probably 600,000 followers when we started consulting for the marketing agency he was working with, and we implemented strategies that made him go from $14,000 a month to $188,000 in the first month and $1 million in the third month. Sandrine invested $3,000 in ads, brought back $64,700 back.
Engagement on my post had never been this high, and I could just feel the energy. I'm super grateful for all your work and your expertise, your patience, and your ability to listen. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
She was used to selling challenges of $200. She increased her prices to $2,000 and made her first $38,000 in her business.
Since working with Manu, I have adapted and taken on all of her feedback and so many things that she has advised and helped me implement into my business, and I have just seen the most exceptional results. There's been so many things that I've implemented, so many lessons and so much growth in this time. She has been so amazing, so helpful, and yeah, she's absolutely helped my business thrive, grow, and me as a person as well. So could not recommend her highly enough.
We also have Sam, who didn't have any followers, didn't have a business positioning, she didn't have anything, and she was able to build a business and start making consistent $20,000 a month. And when I say consistent, I'm not saying $20 in 1 month and then $0 on the other. I'm saying consistent every single month.
So the main thing, or the main result that I got, was my first 5-figure month. And that was huge for me. I had never made over 10 grand a month before, and that was within, I don't know, it was like 6 or 7 months of working with you. And yeah, it was just insane. I never would have thought that I'd be there at the start of the year. So the growth that I experienced was amazing.
And we also have Sunny as another example, and she made her first 6 figures in business while working with us.
I think you don't know what you don't know, really, and so it's really good to have someone to guide you and help you through that process. So I would highly recommend it, because there's a lot of knowledge I think that you need, that you even know about that you need, if that makes sense, because you don't know what you don't know. So it's good to have the guidance. It doesn't mean that, oh, you guys helped me a lot with stuff that I'm not so good at. You did a lot of hand holding for me, which I really, really appreciate. You still got to do the work, but at least you have someone, kind of shining the light in the right direction and help you keep you on path, if that makes sense. And that's really helpful.
And the reality is there are many other case studies that I could be sharing with you right now. One of the most important things that I want to share with you in this video is that making money is not the same thing as making consistent and predictable revenue and profit. If you are a business owner and if you are already established in your business, the next logical step for you is to have automations, is to have your business running on autopilot. I had clients here that wanted to get pregnant and realized their business was running all around them. They wouldn't be able to enjoy their pregnancy or the first months with their babies because they didn't have the systems in place. I also had clients working online more than 8 years, but they didn't have any automations and everything was relying on them. And what happens is that your business has a weakness. That's what I want to show you in this video. I want to ask you a question. What would happen if you stopped working in your business this month? If you didn't want to work on your business for the next 30, 60 days, what would your business look like? Would your revenue go down, or would you be able to maintain your revenue in the same way as it is, and you would be able to stop working so much in your business and start working on your business? What would be the impact if you could scale your business with predictability, data, and consistency? And this is exactly what I want to show you here. There are 3 principles that we need to implement in our business if we want to start growing with consistency. The first principle is alignment and structure. The second principle is a unique positioning and exciting offer. And the third principle is a simple funnel that converts cold audience. The majority of coaches that I see out there are doing so many things online. They keep showing their faces, doing reels, social media, stories, producing content. All they are doing is creating a lot of clients that will take a lot of time to buy from them because they are receiving enough. The reality is, if you want to scale online, you need to have a system in place that converts cold audience to your business very fast. And to achieve that, I'm gonna show you the next steps. So as I said, the first step is to create alignment and structure. And when I say alignment, I'm talking about your vision, your goals, your culture. What are the things that you believe, the values that you sustain, that you need to implement in your business and reinforce in your business structure to be able to create a business that you love instead of pushing your business forward and doing things that you don't like doing. I mean, if you've already made your first $20,000 a month in business, or if you are doing already multiple 6 figures, you've been through the phase of having to work a lot, of having to hustle all the time, not caring about your burnouts. But how long can you sustain that? The first thing that we analyze when someone comes to work with us is what are their values. Do they want to sell this business in the future? Do they want to create, to expand their business in several ways? How many hours do they want to work? And based on these principles, we will then create the strategies and the automations to be able to achieve that. The second thing that we want to analyze is if you have a code-friendly offer. What happens is in social media is that I remember when I started 7 years ago working online, all I could hear was produce a lot of content on social media, engage your clients, warm them up, do a live launch, and then they are gonna buy from you. But the reality is, if you take 60 days to warm up a client, you are losing 60 days of sales in your business. So what we need to understand is actually who's this client, what are their visceral desires, their visceral pains, and what are the type of offers that we need to give to them so they will want to buy from us even though they have no idea who we are. This is the core principle of having a highly scalable high-ticket business. You need to have an offer in place that is so irresistible that someone will think that they are very stupid if they don't buy from you. That's the feeling we want to generate. So instead of being just like everybody else, doing a lot of content on social media and waiting for people to like you, for them to buy from you, we want to flip this coin. We want to create a delivery that is so strong and powerful that actually solves someone else's pain, and they are going to buy from you, not because they love you, but because they trust your method, they trust your delivery, and they trust that everything that they are seeing in there is going to be able to generate the results that they've been looking for. What we need to understand about high ticket clients is that they have one specific goal. They want to achieve their results faster and with less effort. So if this is what you're giving to them, they are going to trust your process and they are going to give you referrals. They are going to stay longer with you, which increases your lifetime value, decreases the price you are paying per client, and everything becomes so much easier in your business from this point. So in order to achieve these steps, what we need to do is, number one, we need to implement the known, like, and trust funnel in your business. This is a set of different videos that we create together, and we understand what are the desires, frustrations, pains of your avatar, and we create specific videos that we run on paid ads so we can warm these people up in the next 5 to 7 days so they are ready to buy from you. The second step that we need is to have a minimum viable funnel, and we have different funnels that we can implement, again depending on the alignment and structure that we created in the beginning of our conversation. So the minimal viable funnel is a one simple funnel that we can implement in your business that will transform these cold leads into warm leads very, very fast. So after creating the sets of videos to distribute in paid ads using a very small budget, we will then create the funnel itself. So when we are talking about this funnel, we need to have a powerful offer using paid ads. We need to have videos, we need to have graphics, and we will guide you in every step to be able to create these assets. And then this funnel can lead to your DMs. If you love replying to DMs, it can lead to a mini training just like this one. It can lead from this mini training back to your DMs or to a sales call, or it can be as simple as just one sales call invitation. So these are the ways that you can create more systems and automations for your business. And let me give you an example of what the numbers can look like. Let's say, for example, that your ads budget is around $5,000. Your product price is $5,000, which means that you're gonna have 1,000 DMs. Of course, you will need some automations in place to be able to reply to those DMs, or we can help you to train a team member that will only charge you, for example, a percentage if they make the sales in the DMs. Let's say that 80% of this 1,600 people will actually watch a mini training like this one. If 20% of those people book a call with you or your closer, that's 266 people booking a call. Let's say you have 20% of no-shows, that's 213 people. And from these 213 people, let's say you have a 25-30% of conversion in your sales calls. That's 64 sales of $5,000, which lead us to $320,000 in a month. Can you see that I'm not implementing complex funnels? I'm not doing too many ebooks or a sequence of huge emails or lead magnets, free webinars, none of those things. In the same way, we can do the same math for a client acquisition system type of funnel that leads directly to booking a call. The numbers are so much better and you are actually paying so little per client acquisition. And the reality is you don't have to rely on ebooks, organic marketing, email marketing, or none of those things. All you need is a simple minimum viable funnel to be able to bring in consistent clients to your business. Let's say, for example, that now you ran one of these systems for a month and we understand all your numbers using paid ads. We understand your click-through rate, we understand the number of people that arrive in your sales page, the number of people that convert and become leads, the number of people that actually books a call, the number of people that buys from you, and all of this data. Having those numbers in place and understanding the data gives us so much more predictability to be able to make decisions, such as, well, let's invest more money and bring in more clients, or let's make the necessary adjustments adjustments and modifications to be able to reduce the costs that we can see now very clearly to be able to grow. When you are purely relying on organic strategies, you don't have so much control of the numbers that you are exploring, and therefore your business always feels like out of your control. One of the things that I learned in business is that data equals consistency equals sales. So if you want to have more consistency in your business, if you want to be able to make better decisions, to plan ahead, to be able to understand, okay, so in the next year I'm gonna be making this amount of money, therefore I need to hire one team member, two people in my team, or whatever it is, the decisions that you have to make, how much tax you're gonna pay, all of these decisions require you having consistency and predictability in your business. So where to go from here? The first option is to continue doing what you're doing right now, is to continue relying on live launches, ebooks, organic sales, and all of the things you're doing. And the second option is to actually implement those systems in your business so you can, yes, continue to run your organic side as you are doing, but you can also leverage your time and leverage your potentialities in the revenue of your business using systems and paid ads. If you choose the second option, I have an invitation for you. You can click below and schedule a one-on-one business auditing session where we will analyze your current business model and tell you exactly what you need to do to be able to scale with fulfillment. I really hope to see you there.